We live, baby. All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Talk with the Titans, live from London, UK, all the way to the US of A and worldwide. My host, Kalam L, and this is Talk with the Titans. Oh, man. What are you saying, Gabs?
Yes, peace, peace. What's happening, bro? Oh man.
Jeez. You saying, let's get it. You know what? I haven't percolated the show correctly today. So you know what, family members, if you're out there, please hit the share button, share this link as mad as possible. I need you to share the link, okay? Because there's been no promo for this show tonight. So I need you to share that link, okay, family? Share the link and let's get involved. You already know, man. If you already here and you got the notification, that means you support Titans TV. So what I would respect and love from you is to get some thumbs up from the straight off the bat, some nice little thumbs up, and let us know that you're here to support Titans TV, baby. Let us know. So tonight, it's kind of like an ad hoc show, you know. We ain't got really. We said to ourselves, let's just give the people a little something, you know. Let's give the people a little something. Let's get involved with a little discussion, and let's pose some questions. And if anybody would like to jump in, tell them to jump in, baby. Tell them to jump in, and let's get a little family show going on. All right. So if you want to jump in, should I post up the link for them to jump in, or are you gonna just kick it off?
Yeah, now post the link, man. Yeah, post the link. Let the people get involved.
Let me post the link. Let me post the link for those of you guys want to jump in. What are you saying? What are we discussing today?
Oh, well, I don't know. What type of medicine are we dishing out today? I don't know,
Boy, I don't know, you know. Whew, you know, yeah. I was kind of gassed. I fully forgot, yeah. I ordered one little book, yeah. I say one little book. I ordered this, yeah. Ooh, this book is thick, you know. Thick, you know. Well, go on Amazon right now. There's £100 for this book, you know. And I'm just good. I've been reading I've been having a little read session, you know. A little read session is powerful. It's powerful still. Me and my brother, what's his name? Konsu. Sorry, not Konsu. I always say Konsu. Kufu from Team Osiris. You know Team Osiris. You know my brothers from Team Osiris, brothers and goals, you know them ones. Yep, we was doing a study session on this the other day, and I said to myself, nah, I don't even have myself an actual copy. Are you man, they're gonna be studying without me, and I don't have a copy. I have to make sure I put that money in to make that purchase. You saying, and that haircut of yours, yeah, damn son, your barber blessed you.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, yeah, he had to do a little thing for me, you know. Just had to put my pharaoh trim back on, you know. Smooth as smooth.
Jeez, I need a 360 on that. I need a 360. Oh man, jeez, you're a one handsome brother, no homo. Damn, son. All right. Let's see what the family's saying. We've got a few people tuned in right now. We've got a few people tuned in. Yeah. So let's get it popping, man. Let's get it popping. You let us know. What are we touching on today?
Oh, you doing me, yeah?
Yeah, man. What do we want to do? You know,
I know exactly what I want to touch on. You know, I know exactly what I want to touch on.
I've got a few books here just piled up, so I'm good to go.
Because I know what I want to touch on. No, buddy, I'm gonna let the people know because I had enough. Listen, me and Kalam Titans TV. Listen, we have got the medicine of all medicines coming to you shortly. You lot don't understand. You lot do not understand because sometimes when we do the live show, you guys obviously when we do those 2-hour shows and we come off air and then we have the behind the scenes. You guys don't know what you're missing behind the scenes. I'm telling you, there's some big stuff you're missing. Titans falling, when it comes to the information time. Am I lying, bro?
Trust me.
Big Titans falling, silence. You know what I mean? So, listen. At the end of the day, we got some stuff coming. We're working on a little questionnaire that we got. A little questionnaire that we got coming on. A questionnaire to our religious brothers and sisters. It's only right. You know what I mean? It's healing. It's healing at the end of the day. You know what I mean? We got to dish out the medicine. You know what I mean? The doctors are here, man. We got to dish out the middle. You know? Trust me. If you're a sick patient and you're in the mental home, we got to give you the meds. That's what it's called, the meds. You know what I mean? But cut a long story short, yeah. We got some questions that we wanted to give out to our Muslim brothers and sisters to answer. Hopefully some scholars. We're gonna go speakers corner and get the questions out there. Also, we got questions obviously for our Christian and Hebrew brothers as well. So don't think that we're just attacking the Muslims. It's not just y'all, it's all of y'all. It's all of y'all still. It's all of y'all. But what's it? We might as well just share it now. Obviously, we're gonna give you guys a little sneak peek. The questions that we have for the Muslims, it's called free strikes. You get me? It's called free strikes, yeah. Questions to the Muslims, yeah. And you're out of here. Free strikes and you're out of here. Yeah, batter up, you know. But the free questions, obviously, the first main questions that we're dealing with, it's only free. These are just free questions that we want to ask and get an answer to, and that is the first one being to prove and show us that Allah created from nothing, and prove and show us how we created from nothing, using obviously their text, the Quran. Using the Quran basically. The second question is where did Adam's spirit come from? Yeah, Adam's spirit, where did that come from? Yeah, using obviously the Quran and the text. And the third question is the Prophet Muhammad the last and final messenger? Yeah, those are the three questions that we have. So number one, show us and prove to us Allah created from nothing using the Quran. Number two, where did Adam's spirit come from? And number three, is the Prophet Muhammad the last messenger? That's the questions for the Muslims. Now, for the Christians and the Hebrews and the Jews, we only have one question. One question that we want you to deal with. That's all. Some of you might think, oh, that's an easy one, but we just got one question. It's simple. One question that we have for the Christians, and that is this. Yeah, who is the serpent in the Garden of Eden? Who is that? Let me know who it is. Using your text, using the Bible, using Torah, whatever you're going to use. Who is the serpent that is in the Garden of Eden? That's your only one question. Some people in the chat room must be like, whoa, these questions are easy. We can easily match it. Well, if it's that easy, if you're more you are, or if you're atheist, please jump in and give us your answers, you know?
Again, family, if you're here and you're loving Titans TV and you're here to support, because I know you guys already got the notifications. You might be out. It might be clubbing day for you. You might be cinemas. You might be going out to a restaurant. You might be with the family, but you're actually choosing to spend your time to be watching a little Titans TV right about now. Usually, we don't even do no shows on Fridays. I don't do any shows on Fridays. I can't remember the last time I did a show on Friday, but today we're actually doing something for you. So if you would like to, please hit the like button. Show that you're actually here to support us, and you're here to see us continue with the greatness. Okay, so please hit the like button and share the link. Let everybody get involved. And of course, I've added okay, something special for you. I've added join the panel link. So if you would like to join the panel, just simply go down in the description box, literally underneath the video, check the description box. You will see join the panel in YouTube. All right, so you can get on Google Hangouts. If you even like to ask us any questions, we're here. We're always here to answer your questions. It's no problem, family. And we would also, love and respect it if you could answer some of our questions as well. All right, and hopefully we can actually do a study session. We can do a study session and see where these questions actually lead us. So I'm just reading some of the comments right now. See what the family is saying. Honey Pharaoh's here. Betty's here as well. Bernie Stack is here. Kiss Spence is here. Christian Yaka Nation's here. The Orthodox Moor is here. All right, so we're getting it in. I know my brother is talking about this Bilal in the Jewish text. Like I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna front. I haven't even done the research for that. So forgive me. I haven't checked that out for you yet. We got 100 questions for Kemet. Nobody know why you guys believe and you keep hiding it. Faith, then ask your question. Gaps to town, ask your questions. Titans, the serpent is the serpent. That's self-explanatory. He was only linked to Satan later on. That's from Uhuru Messiah Malcolm. All right, All right, Ultra Funky's logged in. John McDermott is logged in as well. All right, so let's get it in, family. Let's get it in. If you don't see symbolic racism encoded in the Abrahamic religions, you're blind, according to Bernie Starks. So what are you saying, family? What are you saying? What are we dealing with right now? What are we dealing with?
Yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm kind of glad that person. Who's that person that mentioned that thing about the serpent being the serpent? What was it? What was the brother's name that said that?
Let me go and check. The name of this person, about the serpent, right?
Yeah.
Uhuru Messiah Malcolm says, Titans, the serpent is the serpent. That's self-explanatory. He was only linked to Satan later on.
Okay, I like that, brother, man. That's a good brother. So then the question I want to ask that brother as well then is then what do we do then? Because now if the serpent is just the serpent and it was only linked later on, then obviously, because we know, obviously, going through the Christian text and the whole, obviously, theology is that the serpent is supposed to be the devil, and that's the reason why sin got put into the world, because of the devil. So if the serpent is just a serpent, like you just said, and it ain't the devil, and obviously somehow down the line someone just attached it to the devil, then we have a problem. I mean, we can't just brush that. Some of the Christians, they got to talk up. Some of the Hebrews and the Jews, they got to talk up. Because if that ain't Satan at the beginning, that kick-started this whole mess, then what are we doing? Because the whole faith and the whole religion is based on that very scene at the beginning. Because this is supposedly Satan or Lucifer who put sin into the world from Adam and Eve. This is the curse. This is the reason why we are cursed, and the reason why there's sin in the world. The reason why there's sin in the world because the Satan, the devil, so they said, yeah, tricked Adam and made them eat from the fruit. Do you know what I mean? Made them eat the fruit. So if that ain't the devil, then what are we doing? This is just questions. That's not ask questions. It's simple questions. What are we doing then? Who are we waiting for? Do you know what I mean? And if it's just a random serpent that just tricked them, then the devil ain't really done nothing, then is he? So the question is the devil really that bad?
Don't bite the apple, Eve. Don't bite the apple. Listen, I'm going to be calling on my Christians and my Hebrews, okay? My Christians and my Hebrews. I need you right now. Okay? American family, you lot should be plugged in right about now. Should be on the East Coast coming up to 6 p.m. Should be coming up to about 6 p.m. Y'all just finishing work and so forth. So hurry up and come in, man. Hurry up and come in. Gabs, if I can get you to put your phone on silent. If I get your phone, not mute, but silent. Not mute, but silent. So we don't hear the vibrations going on. All right. So again, I'm inviting my Christians on. The link has already been posted already. So if you would like to join, please hit the link. Come in. Okay. Come in. What else we got for the Muslims as well? So we're opening up for both, Christians, Hebrews, and what's my Muslim saying? What we got here for the Muslims?
Oh, what the questions? Yeah, man, I told you that. The same questions again. So for our Muslim brothers and sisters, the same 3 questions again.
Let's start with one. Let's go with one and start unpacking it.
Okay, where should we start with? Let's start with, it's a good one. Okay, out of the 3, let's start with where did Adam's spirit come from? Nah, do you know what? Nah. Let's not even deal with that one. Let's deal with, yeah.
No,
Adam's
yeah, let's
come from. So where did Adam, what you can say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, let's deal with that question. So it's a simple question. Simple question to our brothers and sisters is where did Adam's spirit come from? That's all. Simple question. Using the Quran, according to the Quran. So, and yeah, I'm gonna be waiting for people to join the panel. It's a bit quiet, it's a bit silent. I can't really see what's going on in the chat room because I ain't got really a link, but I'm surprised no one ain't jumped into the panel yet. I thought people would have been excited to jump on the panel and get in, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. And I just want to say another thing as well. The only reason why we have these questions, you know what I mean? Because these are questions that we have to keep putting out there. Do you know what I mean? Because part of what we do is obviously trying to give out the information and teach our people. Do you know what I mean? So we don't have no issues with Islam or Christianity or Judaism or Hebrew. You can practice that, but we just like to deal with the facts and deal with what's what and what's proper. Just putting everything in its right perspective. Do you know what I mean? That's all it is. You know what I mean? We love to research, we love to gain knowledge. you see what I'm saying? Knowledge brings wisdom and power. So we just love dealing with knowledge and wisdom. That's all. So yeah, man, come in. Let's get this going.
All right, all right. So you know me, I like going into the Quran. I like going into the Quran a little bit. You know, you've asked the question. I want to see what the audience is saying, and then afterwards, you know, let's see what the Quran has to say afterwards. You know, let the Quran have the final word, I say, and you know, we'll give our understanding of what we're reading in the Quran, and then hopefully the Muslims will jump in and give their own understanding, and everybody else can give their own understanding. So let's just see if anybody else would like to jump in. If not, you know, we can read. Okay.
You want to read?
Okay. All right. Let me do this. Let me share my screen furthermore. Let me share my screen because this is my answer. You know, I read the Quran. What was your question again?
Where did the spirit of Adam come from?
All right. And my answer to that is, then he made his posterity out of the no. Who created everything which he created and began the creation of man from clay? Let me just jump to Surah 32, verse 9. It says here, then he proportioned him and breathed into him from his soul and made for you hearing and vision and hearts. Little are you grateful. Nah, that's not even good enough. Let me see something. Where is it? I saw something earlier on that I wanted to find. 38:72. Let's see. Just doing a quick, I even had to Google it just to see if I can get the answer. So this is the creation of Adam. It says here, so when I have proportioned him and breathed into him of my soul, then fall down to him in prostration. So the angels prostrated, all of them entirely, except Iblis. He was arrogant and became among the disbelievers. And yeah, so that's it. So that's what I'm going to read out here. I want to know, what do you get from that, Gabs? What do you get from that?
Well, first and foremost, I just want to say,
Let me know, family. Oh, don't tell me your internet is going again.
I just want to take a moment. Boy, bro.
You there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, was that hadith you was reading from?
No. I was reading from the Quran.
Oh no, is that the Torah you was reading from?
No. I was reading from the Quran.
Oh no, is that the Gospels you was reading from?
No. I was reading from the Quran.
Oh, maybe you was reading from the coffin text.
No. I was reading from the Quran.
No?
No.
Okay. So this is the Quran. I just want to make it sure. I just want to make it sure to people because I don't want people to think I'm tricking them or doing any deception. So this is from the Quran.
Well, Gabs, I want to know, is the Quran Da'if or is it Sahih? Da'if or Sahih?
Oh, right. I think it's Sahih.
Is it Al-Haq or Batil? Al-Haq or Batil?
I think it's Al-Haq.
Oh, it's Al-Haq. Okay, cool. Go ahead, King.
Yeah, I just have to make sure. But actually, let's go back. Actually, do you know what? Yeah, what I would like to do, could you put it on the screen and then I can explain? Because I want people to see. I want people to see while I'm explaining at the same time to understand what and truly is being said and what is going on, and put the scene into people's minds. Because you know what? You know, people's mind plays tricks on them. So even though they all see it, something in their brain says to them, "Oh, do you know what? This can't be right. These guys are lying. They're making up stuff. This is not the Quran." So, and obviously that's what happens when the medicine starts to wear off. So I need to put it up on the screen. Then I can explain and give my opinion on what I think and see if the people disagree or agree with what I've just said. So you have it up, yeah? So
yep, I have it up. So we're gonna start, you know, for the proper context. We can go to Surah Sa'ad, okay, and it's Surah 38 or chapter 38, verse 71. And it says here, when your Lord said to the angels, indeed, I'm going to create a human being from clay. So when I have proportioned him and breathed into him of my soul, then fall down to him in prostration.
So the angels prostrated, all of them entirely except for Iblis. Now stop there. Let's go. So this is what I get from this text. Because a lot of Muslims, when I've asked them the question about what happened, seen did wrong by Allah, yeah, they say all it was that Iblis, what's the word? Iblis didn't follow the instructions of Allah, which then created him sin and which made him the shaitan because he didn't do what Allah had said. Yeah. Now, the first question I want to ask the people is, who is the only being or entity that you are supposed to be prostrating to? That's one for you. People in the chat room, you can say, you can answer as well, but I'm going to say it. The only entity, according to religious, or especially in Islam, the only entity or being that you're supposed to be prostrating to, or which is basically bowing down to, and Allah alone, no one else. If you're prostrating and bowing down to anybody else, they'll see that as idol worshiping, and it's not allowed. It's haram. Yeah. So the only person you're supposed to be bowing down to or prostrating to is Allah. Yeah. So then now, we just read that Allah breathed in his spirit into Adam. Yes. After doing so, Allah said to the angels, yes, and Iblis, yeah, prostrate to Adam. Now let's stop there. What would be the reason for Allah to tell the angels to prostrate to Adam and the angels actually do it? Because who is the only person that they're supposed to be prostrating to? Allah. But the reason why the angels had to prostrate when Adam told him to prostrate to Adam after he had blew his spirit into Adam is because what was inside of Adam? The spirit of Allah. See what I mean? The spirit of Allah was in Adam. So this is the reason why when Allah said to prostrate to him, they have to. Without a shadow of doubt, they had to. And because Iblis didn't do that, not only was he going against what Allah was saying, but also he was turning his back against Allah, because a piece of Allah's spirit. So in turn, it's basically like he didn't prostrate to God. You see what I'm saying? So this is what you get from that. So this is the reason why he now became evil by not doing God's will. Do you know what I mean? And not submitting to God, because his spirit, God's spirit, was in Adam. Do you see what I'm saying? Go on, brother Kalam, if you want to add any more to that.
I think you did it. I think you said it. I'm just trying to read some comments here and pull up some other stuff. You know, the text is quite clear. The text is quite clear. You know, usually I hear all of the Muslims dance on this particular question. You know, we have our, you know, the Maverick, Somali Maverick, brother Ahmed. I've seen you have him up so many times in the in chats on this particular topic, and never want to actually agree to you to say that, yeah, the spirit comes from Allah. Like they always say, no, the spirit doesn't come from Allah, but it clearly says in the Quran the spirit comes from Allah. Sometimes I wonder, is it cognitive dissonance? Like, why do people fight it so much? The Quran says it, the Bible says it, the Torah says it. Like every single spiritual text, you know, permeating through the Abrahamic faiths state the same thing. But so for some reason, when it comes to the Islamic manhaj or the Islamic madhab of understanding, it's always like, I don't see it.
I can't even hear you now, brother Kalam.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, good. And then they want to tell me, like, from Allah we come and to Allah we shall return. Yeah, I know. Like, it says it in the Quran, like, your spirit comes from Allah and your spirit will return to Allah. But yet you still want to say that your spirit doesn't come from Allah. But you're quoting me text that says your spirit does come from Allah. sometimes I don't understand the cognitive dissonance. Sometimes it's baffling to me. So I need help. I need help. I need my Muslims to come on, jump on board. Hopefully I've riled you up a little bit. We've riled you up a little bit, and you would like to come on and set us straight and put us on the right track and tell us, no, we're wrong, and show us where we're right. So this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to offer you guys a chance to come on, and here's the link again. Okay, here is the link. I'm going to keep on posting the link for you guys to come on. Whenever you're ready, please jump in. Go ahead, King.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you know what I mean? It's we've read that to the people, and I hope the people can go as well. You can go and get the Qurans. You can even give people the chapter in the Quran where it says it, and let the people read for themselves. Read it for yourself. What I just explained there, if that doesn't make any sense to you, I don't know what will. Do you know what I mean? That's simple logic. Do you see what I'm saying? It's simple logics. Do you see what I'm saying? If the only person, if people know, and I saw people in the chat room, I got a little glimpse. When I said, who's the only person you're supposed to be prostrating to or bowing down to is Allah. So then now, what would be the reason for Allah telling the angels to bow down when they know the only person they're supposed to be bowing down to is Allah? Because then the angels would have questioned themselves. They would have questioned Allah, but like, hold on, we can't bow down to this man, even if you do say, because well, you said we're only meant to be bowing down to you. Because if we bow down to Adam, he might be seen as an idol and we're worshiping him. So, you know what I mean? The angels would have been a bit confused if that was the case. If they didn't understand what was going on, they would have been confused. Like, hold on, why is Allah telling us to bow down to this Adam when we know that we're not supposed to bow down to anyone except Allah? Do you see what I'm saying? But the only reason why it made sense to them is because they knew that the spirit that was in Adam, which got put into Adam, was Allah. And it's simple. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just his spirit now in a physical shell, in a human body, in Adam. That's it. Do you know what I mean? And I understand why the Muslims will have issue with this. Because then, this might kind of go with what the Christians are saying when they're talking about Jesus. Being God. And physical. And that's trouble. Oh, no, because we've seen a lot of Muslims, especially Speaker's Corner, getting at the Christians for this very thing. No. How can Jesus be God and human and this as well at the same time? It doesn't make sense. You guys are chatting nonsense. You don't know your Bible. Your Bible's corrupted. But hold on. If you read your Quran, it's saying the same thing. Allah, if his spirit's in Adam, his spirit is in all of us. So whose spirit is in all of us? Now it makes sense when Jesus was saying, ye are gods, right? Oh,
don't say that.
And you're all children of the Most High, right? But we're the ones that's crazy when we're saying we're gods, right? Oh, I've heard Kalam say he thinks he's a god. He thinks he's God. I've heard Gab saying, he thinks he's God. They're a bit weird. These people are blasphemous. Nah, come on, bro. It's not. It's rocket science. It's there. It's evident. Even in your text, it says it. Come and show me and prove to me where it says any different. Just show me. Show me where it says any different. Just show me. Because we just read it from the Quran. Unless you're going to tell me the Quran ain't authentic. Well, boy, and then now we got issues again. Now we're going to be falling into the same trap as the Christians and their doctrines. Now we don't know whose doctrine is right. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, like I was going to say, from reading that text, it's clear and evident, man. It's clear. Just use your mind. Open your mind, please. Put the medicine into your brain. Read it and look and understand. It's not hard. If he's putting his spirit into Adam, whose spirit is in Adam? Because Adam didn't have his own spirit. Come on, it doesn't make sense. Why is Allah going to create another spirit to then blow in Adam? Come on, man. Come on. He's a spirit, but he's going to create another spirit, which is not his spirit, which is Adam's spirit, but then blow it into Adam from himself. Come on, man. It don't make sense, bro. Let's just go by what the text is actually saying.
Sorry,
go on, brother.
It's that same logic there, like, yeah, Allah, in order to create something, he first had to create nothing, and from that nothing, he then created something. It's that logic right there, The only way is there. Look. See, there's nothing in my hand, and now there's something. Poof. But anyways, I digress. Go ahead, King. I'm trying to find something right now where it says in the Quran that he made Adam the vice regent on earth. So give me a minute and let me come back. Go ahead, King.
Yeah, man. I wonder what the chat room saying, but let me know in the chat room. Is the chat room going crazy? Are people agreeing? How are people taking the news? I don't know. How's people's medicine? I mean, how's people taking it? What are the comments saying?
You saying, family? Let's know if you're getting that medicine. What you saying? Who's here? We got Phil and Stefano in the building. I don't know. Phil, go ahead, King. It looks like you're ready to unmute your mic.
Greetings, everyone. I'm gonna let you know, Gabs. The chat, they love what you're saying because at the end of the day, you can't separate what your text is, in my opinion, because we gotta follow the text. But again, we're dealing with people who have an ideology from the 7th century. They're gonna keep that ideology. They're not trying to advance their philosophies farther than what that is because they could deem that. Um, an abomination. You say it's so simple. If God puts His spirit, that's like saying my kid is not mine, even though he's partly mine. Like you understand? Like that's like So keep on going with it, and I get the theory, I get the ideology, and hopefully everybody else will get it.
Yeah, buddy. So we've got a few other people that's joined us. We've got Dark in here. We've got Stefano in here as well. And another thing which was very interesting in the Quran as well. I wanted to just bring up.
Yeah, man. Peace, bro. Yeah.
So one thing I wanted to bring up was in the Quran as well. In Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 30 says, and mention Muhammad. When your Lord said to the angels, indeed, I will make upon the earth a successive authority. The right word there is actually vice regent. As you can see here, Khalifat. Okay. They said, will you place upon it one who causes corruption therein and sheds blood, while we declare your praise and sanctify you? Allah said, indeed, I know that which you do not know. And I just wanted to quickly show you, that the word is Khalifat. And what does the word vice regent actually mean? A vice regent actually means a person exercising or delegating power on behalf of a sovereign or ruler, a person regarded as an earthly representative of God or a god, especially the Pope. That's what a vice regent is, for those people who don't actually know. Human beings or Adam was created to be a vice regent, a representative of God on earth. Why? Because they had the spirit of God. That's why the angels were said, bow down before God. The only way is there. Bow down before him. But what are you saying? Dark, my brother, I see you, King. Enter.
Yeah, it was good, fam. It was good. Peace.
Cool. Did you wanna intercede?
Nah, you can keep flowing on. Yeah. What are you guys talking about right now?
Right now, it's talking about where did the spirit of Adam come from, or man come from?
Oh yeah. Okay. It's funny. The other day on the Hangout, I brought the verse. I think it was chapter 19 or something like that, and I even brought the Tafsir al-Jalalain, and it clearly says that it comes from Allah. The soul that He put in Adam comes from Allah's himself, and He put it in Adam. And I was showing Ahmed this, and Ahmed didn't want to. He refused to even read it, And that's what I keep saying. The Islam in Muslims' heads is oftentimes different than the Islam in the text, So actually, let me dig those up and let me give it to you so you can put it on screen if you want.
All right. So while you're digging it up, I'm actually trying to dig it up as well. So Gabs, go ahead, King. Did you want to say anything?
Yo, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Yo.
Yo.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, yeah, man. I was just looking through the comments, man, and I still see a couple of guys still lacking in medicine, man. I had one person saying the Arabic to understand what it's saying. Come on, bro. Listen, we all just read it from the Quran. What more do you want? Where's that? Who's the Muslim brother? Where's the Muslim brother? Yeah, that can speak Arabic, that read Arabic, or even you, brother. Question. Please go to the text and you read it for yourself in Arabic and tell me what it says in the Arabic, and tell me what it says. Come on, bro. Why would you think? I'm not making the Quran, bro. Quran yesterday. We didn't do it. Reading from your own book. What is in your book? If we're reading what your book says, it's on the screen. How are you now going to tell me I'm desperate? I'm clutching for straws, or I don't know what I'm saying. I need to read Arabic to understand it. Come on, are we being that silly? Let's just say a spade is a spade. Yeah, a spade is not a crocodile. Come on, bro. Let's just use our logics, man. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, yeah, I see why they make programs like The Walking Dead, because they're basically showing the world and the people in the world, yeah, that they're actually zombies. Do you know what I mean? There's people out here that are actually zombified. They just don't even realize they're zombies. They're just walking around like, do you know what I mean? Come on, man. Do you know what I mean? And only a few people from The Walking Dead was obviously free to roam around, but the rest was just zombied out. And that's what I feel like with the rest of the community, because if you got something as blatant as that in your face, you can even pull it up in your own house. Go on your computer or go into your own Quran, brother. Brothers and sisters, wherever you are, go into your Quran, yeah? Go onto the computer and go and type it up and read it for yourself. What we're saying, go and do the research for yourself. And if it is wrong, type it up, come back in the chat room, put the link in the chat. Me and Brother Kalam, we don't have nothing to hide. We will actually look up what you're saying. If you're going to bring the evidence for us being wrong, and we'll share it. We'll talk about it. If we know that we're wrong, we'll just say we're wrong. Simple. We ain't got to lie. Do you know what I mean? If it's wrong, it's wrong. If we don't know, we don't know. If we do know, we do know. Do you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's down to you guys, man. But I don't know what else we can show and what else we can do.
Yeah. You know what, Kalam? I posted in the chat, yeah, if you want to post on your screen, I posted the Quran. Yeah, Quran 3872. And it's like different translations. And I posted the Tafsir al-Jalalain, you know, one of the highest scholars, Sunni Islam. So it's clear in these two posts that I made that they can't get around it, you know. Adam is a part of Allah, you know what I mean? He comes from Allah, his soul comes from Allah. It's as simple as that. And that's why the angels bow. They bow before the God. Yeah, pull up the verse first, the first link for Tafsir, yeah.
There you go. So Surah 38, verse 72, that's Surah Sa'ad. And it says here, when I fashioned him and breathed into him of my spirit, then fall down before him prostrate. That's from Pickthall. Sahih International. So when I have proportioned him and breathed into him of my soul, then fall down to him in prostration. Yusuf Ali, when I have fashioned him and breathed into him of my spirit, fall ye down in obeisance unto him. And let's go on to the tafsir itself by Al-Jalalain. It says here, so when I have proportioned him, completed him, and breathed in him, caused to flow my spirit, so that he becomes a living being. The addition of the spirit to Adam in an honor of him is an honor for him. The spirit is a subtle body that gives life to a human being by permeating him. Then fall down in prostration before him. A prostration of salutation that is actually a bow. That's it. Yo, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. So say that again. Fall down before me, for I am a God. Bow to me, because what? I am a
Gods,
God.
baby. We
Yeah,
gods,
God.
baby.
you know what you need to play? You need to play that Kanye West song. I am a God.
You know.
I'm a man of God. But you get with the hand of God.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep flowing. Keep flowing.
That's all I remember, man. Man, that's a
Hmm.
dope song though. Still.
Jeez. They have a problem though. They have a problem. Again, when we utilize the term God, please do not be offended. We're not talking about your Allah. We're talking about an Illah. Okay? We're talking about Illah. We're not talking about Allah. Them subtle differences there. So don't get offended. We're not talking about we're Allah. We're saying that we're Illahs. We're gods. Okay? Don't be offended. Go ahead, King. Who's tagging in? So let me see. We got content over everything in the building. We've also got Jedi in the building. You what mate's in the building. Cool tech. Like the link is in there. If you want to jump in, yeah, tag yourself in, King. Tag yourself in. Khalid Yusuf. Yeah, tag yourself in, King. Tag yourself in. Because I see a lot of people is talking the talk. Jump on. Jump on, man. Jump on. Don't apologize for our excellence, Kalam. Hey, hey, sometimes I got to be fair and just. They're doing backflips in their head. My mic keeps going crazy, man. What's going on? Saying ban him, yeah? I'll see. I'll see. Come on, we saying King. Who's jumping in next, man? Who's jumping in? What you saying, Gabs? You got this?
Yo, what's popping? I missed it. I got disconnected to come back in. What's happening?
I'm just trying to see what's there. All right, 3-3 worldwide says now that makes more sense, Kalam. Glad you cleared that up. You are not the most high. Appreciate that your mic went off for a second again, too, bro. Okay, cool. You're talking with background knowledge. So he's saying, man, you guys need to come in. Street Dunya says here, you all are jokes, Gabs. Callum, I don't take these man serious. You all have an agenda. Both of you are anti-Islam.
Wow.
You
Wow.
know, wow.
Wow.
Jump on, man. Jump
Come
on.
on.
Jump on. Jump on.
The panel. This is what gets me jarred. It's like people just say this stuff from a distance. Why not just jump onto the panel? If we got an agenda and all these things that you say were anti-Islam, bro, just come on and show us just show us the wrongdoings. That's all. If you're claiming that we're doing these things, like you said, all these claims, come and show your claims, bro. We're going
Gabs,
to agenda, we're this, we're that. Come on.
Gabs,
Sorry, go on,
Gabs. They know for a fact they don't have the mental capacity to contend in this arena. So it's safer to say what they say behind avatars and in the privacy of their own computer. But if they don't have the intellect, they will come on here and do a great disservice. So let them say what they're gonna say. We could call them out, but don't expect them to, have the knowledge to compete with you, brother. And also, I have this theology dictionary, and it encompasses what the theology of Adam was meant to be to, it looks like, either the Catholic Christian faith, because it cites the Bible. Once I get their theology for it in the Islamic faith, I will share it with you. All right. Yeah.
Sorry, brother, to cut you quickly. Someone called by the name of Ace Fizzy just put in the chat room. Are you saying that the soul in Adam is God's soul? Bro, we're not saying it. I'm not saying it. This is what the Quran's saying, bro. We just read the thing like how many times in a row? I think where you might have to be Colombia, you might have to just leave the passage up here on the screen so these people can read for themselves, because I think they seem to think that we might be writing this and showing them this new Quran or something. So maybe you might have to show it for them, because yeah, bro, you know what I mean? Go and check it. I'm not saying it. This is what I'm reading, what your book says. Someone said they got an answer for you. You said you got an answer for me. You ain't got an answer for me. Answer your book. Why are you giving me the answer? I don't need the answer. I'm just reading what I can see. He said he wants to give me. He's got an answer for me. Give me. Go on, give me your answer. Even though it's not me that's saying it. Go on, give me your answer. Someone said, "What's your perspective on the verse?" What's my perspective on the verse? Did I not just read? Did I not just explain what my perspective on that verse was? I think I clearly showed my perspective. I'll say it again one more time, yeah. Basically, yeah, from that verse, yeah, obviously it's clear and evident to see the spirit, obviously, which is Allah, breathed into Adam, who was not alive. At the point of creation, when Allah created Adam, he was not alive until a certain point. And that was the point when Allah put his spirit, which was alive, into the clay. And then the clay became alive. Now, the moment Allah put his spirit into Adam, which we just read, yeah, God told the angels and everybody else who was there to prostrate, which is to bow down. Yeah. Now, everybody did it. All the angels did it, except for character, which is by the name of Iblis. By him not doing that, obviously, he's going against God, and also he's not submitting or prostrating to Allah. Adam was the spirit of Allah. So him not bowing down to him indirectly, he's not bowing down to Allah as well, because his spirit is in him. Simple. That's as simple as it goes. You see what I'm saying? And to that brother as well, because also, who is the only person you're supposed to be bowing down to? Yeah? Who's the only person you're supposed to prostrate to? It's Allah, isn't it? So that makes sense.
Boy, I don't even know what to say, family. I don't know. As I said, it's called cognitive dissonance. The text could clearly say it. The Quran could clear as they say it. The tafsir could clear as they say it. But guess what? Kalam, Gabs, you're shaitan, you're liars, you're deceivers, you're saying something that's wrong. We're going to come and defeat you or annihilate you. For what? We're simply reading your text, yeah? It's not us making a claim. Far be it from us. Far be it from us. We're only puny humans, We leave it to Allah to tell you. Allah clearly says in your Quran that I breathed into Adam from my very own spirit. Okay? That's what he says. I don't know. I do not know what more you want us to say. The Quran says it as clear as day. What else you want us to say? What can you actually come in? I want you to come on here and tell us we're wrong for saying what the Quran says. I've come to the understanding, yeah, that most Muslims, yeah, aren't Muslims via what the Quran says. They're Muslims via what other men say. That's it. You don't actually follow the words of Allah. You actually follow the words of other men. That's the only way I can understand it. Like, I don't even have much, wrongness. Like, I don't have much dispute with the Quran itself. I just have dispute with what other Muslims say. I keep telling Muslims this over and over again. Oh, I had Ahmed, I had, Jamshed, all these different Muslims about, arguing against Islam. No, I'm not arguing against Islam. I'm not arguing against the Quran. I'm not even arguing against Allah. I'm simply arguing against what you Muslims are actually saying, because you lot are conflating and confusing the words of Allah. Hello? That's what you're doing.
You know what it is, Kalam?
Hello? Okay.
The real true Muslims on the panel is us, because we're reading it verbatim. We're bringing out the exegesis verbatim, right? And these people are bringing dogmas and doctors that they learned from their sheikhs and imams and fulani, random people. We're bringing out what your books actually say. We're not even adding one word to it. We're not taking away nothing. Like one guy, he just said in the chat, bring the exegesis. We just brought Tafsir al-Jalalain, which is one of the highest scholars in Sunni Islam. So you guys telling us you know more than al-Jalalain, who spent his whole life, you know what I'm saying, trying to break down the Quran and, you know what I mean, explain it and stuff. You know, these guys are jokers, man. The thing is, these people, they have an agenda. Their agenda is, I want to promote or I want to believe in the Islam I was taught, not the historical Islam, not the Islam.
Isn't that your agenda as well?
Huh?
Isn't that your agenda as well?
What do you mean is my agenda? My agenda, what do you mean?
You're an ex-Muslim, right? So your agenda is to debunk Islam as much as you can, right?
No doubt. And your agenda is to prove Islam as much as you can, right?
We don't need to prove it.
Yeah, you don't need to prove it because it's not proved.
Yeah, no, it doesn't need to be proven. I mean, it's up to you if you want.
Yeah, it does need to be proven.
Hold on.
Universal truth. You need to prove it. You can't just say that.
As far as the prostating goes,
real quickly before you go in, all right, y'all asked me to post the link. Yeah, listen, the link has been posted several times inside of the chat section. In fact, it's actually inside of the description area. If you go to the video, let me actually do this. Let me share my screen right now so I know, yeah, and it's a record for everybody else to know that the link is actually here. Look, there it is. Can you see it? Join the panel, Hangouts link. Just click it. Look, it's blue right now, but if I hover it, it goes black. If I click it right now, it goes straight to what we're in right now. So that's the way you get in, family. If you want to come in, join via the description box, okay? Join via the description box. Again, for those of you guys who are new to Talk with the Titans, over here on Talk with the Titans, we actually have 3 rules. Rule number 1 is to keep your mics muted at all time. Rule number 2 is to respect our Titan cipher. So if they're speaking, okay, so they're basically, if somebody's speaking, you respect their cipher, you keep your mics muted and wait for your turn. And rule number 3, we have no profanities, no swearing, nothing of those sorts, okay? It's a family-friendly show. We like to invite everybody in. Everybody has a chance to come in, whether you're Muslim, Christian, Jew, non-believer, atheist, agnostic, Gnostic, whatever you are, you can come in and your views shall be heard and respected at the same time, all right? So let's get it on. Let's get it on again. So Saracen, I see you out there. Let me actually read your comment though. But if you would like to join, hit the link, yeah, and join in. Respect has just joined in. Anybody else, Jedi, if you want to come and join in. Saracen says, did Allah not create souls prior to the clay body and take an oath from all the souls? Am I not your Lord? Shows that in the Quran, number 1, and show us where it says that happened before Adam soul was created or was breathed in. So just show us what you're talking about, basically. You know, like, come on and actually show. I won't even dispute you, brother. I won't even dispute you. Just come in and show your claims. That's what I'm asking you to do. All right. Now I'm gonna go back to, what's your name here? Jafar. Jafar.
I don't know if you guys
what
remember.
What I'm gonna get you to do is
from Chicago.
Yep, we'll remember you. We'll remember you, King. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I just want to go back to the prostate that you guys were talking about. Prostate, in front of Adam. I mean, you could look at it 2 ways, right? Because, as you said, Allah made Adam as His likeness, right? But created man. But the angels are messengers and protectors of the holy. So basically what God was simply telling them was that to serve man as they serve God, so protect man as they protect God. So the reason why they prostrated wasn't because he was God, it was because of the honoring Adam as the first creation of Allah. So I think you guys are taking the prostrating a little bit different, because there's 2 different types of prostrating. There's one worshiping and one that's bowing down.
Before you continue, because I just want to make sure you're saying that Adam was the first creation.
Exactly, but he was an image of God. But again, as you all know, that angels.
So real quickly, were the angels and the jinns not created before Adam? Was the animals and the plants and so forth not created before Adam? So I'm kind of curious.
But Allah considers humans or His creation more closer than because He gave us will. So Allah had Allah of course made angels protect humans, and created the man or creation of man.
Sir, bro. What's up, bro?
Hold
Sorry,
on.
brother. Yeah, the brother just talking. Sorry, brother. You see what you're doing now? You see what you're doing now? Yeah, you're giving lots of opinions and stuff. It's easier. If you could you please go to the Quran, yeah, and you read it for us and explain what it says. So, Kalam, give the brother the verse in the Quran, and what will be easier if he goes to it and reads it himself. Because what he's doing now, just giving us loads of opinions and what is it, and it might be this to the source, and he read it for everybody to hear.
Okay, I don't know, you're kind out a bit. So basically, my brother is saying, if you are truthful, please, provide your evidence thereof. We have that rule: provide your evidence, because so far you're making a lot of claims. Like first creation, and Adam was created with, man was created with will, etc., etc., etc. And I'm like, okay, can you show us that in the Quran, basically?
So what I'm
Clearly, we
saying is
know that because clearly we know that jinn was also created, and they had the ability to have free will. Hence, what's his name? Iblis had the will to disobey the command of Allah and actually do something different. So far, what you're saying seems to make no sense in the Islamic paradigm.
Yeah,
But
we got
go
another
continue,
brother
brother.
here.
We're gonna listen to you a little bit longer, and then we're gonna switch it up. Go ahead, King. Did you want to say something? All right. You know what? Let me go to my brother. No, not you, not
The
you.
Muslim.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go to
We
this
have
brother.
another new brother,
I'm gonna go to
Tawfiq.
this brother here, though.
Yeah.
the one with the Arabic name that read it out in the Arabic last time. My brother. Go ahead, Kings. Jump in real quick.
Yeah, I want to. Damn. I don't know the ayah by memory, but if I see it, I'll be able to read it.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share the screen for you so you can see the
cool.
Arabic and hopefully read it out straight away.
Cool. That's fine.
There you go.
That's fine. Let me put the screen up there.
Sorry. There you go.
Okay, cool. Right there. فإذا سويته ونفخت فيه من روحي فقعوا له ساجدين. فإذا سويته ونفخت فيه من روحي. So when I have, I'm focused on this word right here, nafakhtu. Can you hear me?
Yep.
This word nafakhtu, Allah says, and we breathe into him.
Yep.
Fihi min ruhi, into him from my spirit. My spirit. This yeah that's on the end of the word, ruhi, is possessive. It's referring to yourself. For example, if I were to say qalami, I'm referring to something that I possess, my pen. Kitabi, my pen, so on and so forth. So Allah is not speaking about anybody else, something that belongs to anybody else. It doesn't make possession. About his ruh, his spirit, soul, whatever you want to call it, it's referring to him, no one else. This word nefakha from the root word nefakha, to breathe into, to pump air into, or to give air. So as it is, so any Muslim here can read this along with me and tell me what it means, then feel free to do so.
Boy, I think it's quite clear. I think
anybody on the chat right now can go to any Arabic dictionary. Anybody on the chat right now who speaks Arabic or who doesn't, if you just have an Arabic keyboard on your phone, look up the root word nefakha. Nun fa kha. Nefakha.
Nun fa kha. Kha.
Nefakha. Look it up right now.
Because one of the brothers mentioned, one of the Muslim guys, he mentioned, he said there's a difference between bowing and prostrating. So could you break that down, that fallacy? That
Go ahead. Is he on the panel right now?
I don't know if he's on the panel.
Yep, he's here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, take his mouth off mute. Take his mouth off mute.
Come in, my brother. Brother Jafar,
Okay,
go
so
ahead.
can you explain what the difference is between these bowings that you're talking about?
Well, what I was saying was that they were talking about prostrating. So I was saying that there's two different types of prostrating you can do. One is, of course, prostrating to Allah as worshiping, but there's another one where you're bowing to someone that you respect, prostrating to somebody that you honor because he was the first creation of Allah. And and you know that was a sign of respect because of course Allah, there's nobody but Allah that you can actually worship. So I agree. So I was saying that there might be there might be two versions of the prostrating because it doesn't really explain to you were they worshiping him, were they prostrating him, or were they created?
Okay, so pull up the ayah again, Kalam. Pull up the ayah again. Got it up? Because I want to get to this particular word that Allah mentioned in regards to prostrating. Because it has nothing to do with bowing. We're talking about prostrating. It's a difference. So all the double talk about prostrating and bowing, it's talking about prostrating.
Kalam,
bowing.
I'll be back there. I'm just on the. I'm just leaving somewhere. I'll be.
Huh? Kalam. I don't know if it's just my phone tripping, but it looks like his phone the screen is frozen.
Yo, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
If you were saying anything before that, then I didn't hear.
Oh, okay. So I think you first need to break down the difference between sajad or sajada and the difference between ruku basically.
Okay,
bowing
raka'ah
and
and sajada. Those are the root words right there. Sajada and raka'ah.
And what does this word say?
Can you hear me? The word in the ayah, if I'm not mistaken, I just seen it. It said sajidin.
Yep. Sad.
Sajidin.
Ja, di, or da, and then ya.
Say something, Gabby.
Oh no, I ain't say something.
What the fuck are you doing?
Sajad.
Y'all drunk right now, man. Chill out. Yeah.
Let me mute you out. So, my brother, it seems to me that it quite clearly says sajad or sajadina, which literally means to prostrate. Sajad, like masjid. Okay, you have the prefix ma, which means means a place, and then sajad or masjid, a place where you prostrate. That's what it literally means. You have the different positions in prayer, where you have qiyam or standing. Then you have what's it called again? You have raka, where you bow down. Then you also have another position which is called sajad, which is when you prostrate your head onto the floor. So they were told to prostrate their head onto the floor to Adam.
Hey, Kalam, can I say something, bro?
Go ahead, King.
Yeah, you had someone in the comments saying prostration is not worship, but you see, this is the gymnastics Muslims do when they get stuck. If I were to prostrate my head on the ground and bow down to anything, an idol, a human being, a tree, the Muslims would say that's shirk, that's kufr, you're an idolater. But you see, now they're stuck with the atom, so they have to do some gymnastics, they gotta flip it, you know what I mean? And be like, oh no, it's not the same. But then they'll contradict themselves because I'll say, okay, can I do prostration to a tree, to an idol, to a human being? They'll say, no, that's shirk, that's kufr, you can't do that, it's haram alaik. But then you see, in this case, they're trying to play word games, they're trying to do semantical, you know what I mean, tricks. So
It's
you know,
true.
we all know what time it is. We know what games they're playing.
Yeah, it's true. I
Go
was
ahead,
just
go ahead.
about to say that, Doc. You see, this is how you know great minds think alike. I was about to say the exact same thing because it's true. If anyhow they saw us doing this so-called prostration, which is allowed, to any tree, to any water, to any ancestor, they'll be straight to say, yeah, these guys, look, they're worshipping. The shaitan, look, it's haram, it's haram. It's true, bro. So I don't understand now, all of a sudden now they're playing word games like, oh, nah, it wasn't worship. It's not worship. Oh, all of a sudden now we can prostrate and bow down and it's not a problem, yeah? All of a sudden when you're in the hot water, when you're boiling in the kettle, now all of a sudden now you can prostrate. Yeah, you guys, man, get out of here.
Exactly.
You know what,
That's it.
actually, you know what? I actually found a tafsir about this. Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Is that what the source that you guys were using? Hello.
For what exactly? What's your question?
About honoring Adam, the angels prostrate before him.
Well, if you want to bring out your Muslim tafsir, you can do it. We understand clearly what it's saying, but if you want to bring it out, you can do it.
Yeah. Let me bring it out real quick. Make share my screen.
Yeah, follow, man.
I mean, I do want to let you all know that you know, I'm not a scholar or anything, but you know, I'm trying to learn myself. So I've been watching you guys on street. What's it called? Speaker's Corner for the past like 4 months. So I've been really interested in what you guys be talking about. So I'm here to learn as well, you know. So I'm
All
not
right,
gonna
that's
say
cool,
like I know
brother. That's
everything,
cool. All right, that's cool.
but hold on a second, let me
Well, if you can, just post the link in the chat because you know no one can screen share.
All right. So right about now, we've got over 100 people tuned in live right now. And let me just see. What's the like ratio saying? We've only got 37 likes. Family, I need to see at least 65 more likes up in here, family. Let's get the likes up, family. Let's get the likes up. And all of those you guys who hit the dislike button, y'all can leave it anytime you want. But if you're enjoying the show so far and you enjoy what Titans TV is about, it's about uniting people from all across the world. You know, we got Canada in the building, we got USA in the building, we got England in the building, we've got Amsterdam in the building. We've got everybody everywhere around the world tuned in right now. Okay, tuned in right now. Watching, participating, asking questions. Look at that. We've got a Rasta in here. We've got Kemet in here. We've got Muslim in here. We've got ex-Muslims in here. We've got so many different variants of people in here right now. This is what it's all about. I'm sure there's hardly any other places on YouTube that you can go where you can get this type of information. So please, please, please hit the like button and share it with your friends and family as well. Khalid Yusuf, okay? I've seen you been jumping in and out. I really would like for you to come on and say what you got to say. What are you saying, family?
Brother,
Yo,
I just wanted to say prostrating, you know, as for now for Muslims is haram. You know, prostrating to idols or praying to them, that basically defies the religion. And I just want to say, I just want to back to the point that Gabs made. He made a claim and said, no, I asked him in the comments section, what's your perspective on that verse? And he said, can't actually remember. He said, you know, if you're prostrating, if you're prostrating to someone, then that makes them an ilah, basically a god.
Yeah, are you still there? Or have you cut out? Are you still there? Let me know. Khalid. Okay, I don't know what he was about to say. I don't know. I didn't get to it, so I'm going to move swiftly on. Respect, what you saying, King? I see you. You're in the building, man. What you saying, King?
Oh, go on. You're telling me.
Talk to me, family. Talk to me. I know you want to be up in here, so we saying what you got to contribute to the family right about now?
Yeah, man, I've been saying this for a little while. Like we're vessels in it of the Most High in it. This is the original spirituality that was there. You know, the 200 years within. You know, like the hadiths were created. Like, well, they was officialized 200 years after the death of the Prophet, but during that 200 years, there was something these people was practicing. You know what I'm saying? And I, from my research, it looks like that was spiritual Islam, where they had the understanding of these spiritual sciences. You get me? Obviously, Dark didn't give me the credit. You get me? But that tree metaphor, that's mine. You get me? I was saying to one Muslim, like when they're talking about how they don't worship the Kaaba, you know what I'm saying? But I said, if I go, like, obviously, the Kaaba is just a building, innit? A rock, a special rock that, like, obviously, depending on perspective, innit? You can say the rock's special, but if you look at trees, trees actually help to keep us alive. You know what I'm saying? The Kaaba doesn't exactly, like, help to keep human beings alive. It doesn't contribute to us in that way. You know what I'm saying? But if I went to Speaker's Corner and I bowed at a tree, every Muslim would say, Astaghfirullah. Respects worshiping the tree. It doesn't matter what's in my mind. It doesn't matter if I've got Allah on my head and I'm saying that I'm not worshiping the tree. The minute I prostrate to that tree, your average Muslim's going to say, I'm worshiping the tree. But if a Muslim prostrates to the Kaaba, even though they've got Allah in their head, they don't see the same, you know? Sometimes some Muslims don't see how it's kind of the same. You know what I'm saying? They're still prostrating to something. So yeah, that's my little 2 pence for now.
Jeez. All right. Jeez. All right. I think a Muslim brother has actually sent me something as well. I'm not too sure. I've had a quick read of it. Let me see if I can pull it up so I can make sure I represent everybody equally and fairly on the panel. Bear with me, family. Bear with me. I will get it up. And I'll share my screen for you. I want to read it out, but I just don't want to read it out because y'all going to be thinking, nah, Kalam's just talking out of his anus. So here we go. Let me share my screen. And it says, please, guys, keep your mics muted right now. And it says, okay. Tafim ul-Quran, Surah 15, Al-Hijr, Ayat 29, verse 30 to 30.
Bro, we can't see your screen. Up on your screen.
You sure?
No, I can see. Just click his box, click the box. You know what I mean?
Yeah, G. It's there. It looks like it's working to me. All right, so I'm going to read it. It says here, so when I have completed shaping him and have breathed into him of my spirit, then fall you down before him in prostration. So the angels, all of them fell down in prostration. And then here are the notes. So you can see that is the footnotes 19, footnotes 20. And it says here, this is from Islamic Studies.info, reference, etc., etc. So if you guys want to see the link, it's all up here. I'm not making it up. It's actually a Muslim brother that sent this to me by the name of Haskas. And it says here, and have breathed into him of my spirit means when I have cast the reflection of my divine characteristics on him. This shows that the soul of man implies life, knowledge, power, will, discretion, and other human characteristics in the aggregate. These are in reality a slight reflection of divine characteristics that has been cast on the human body, which was originally created from dried clay. And it is this divine reflection on the human body which has raised him to the position of the vice regent of Allah and made him the worthy being before whom angels and every earthly thing should bow down. As a matter of fact, the source of each characteristic of everything is one divine characteristic or the other, as is borne by tradition. Allah divided mercy into 100 parts. Then he reserved 99 parts for himself and sent down the remaining 1 part to the earth. It is because of that 1 part that the creatures show mercy to one another, so much so that it is due to this that an animal refrains from placing its hoof on its young ones, etc., etc., etc. So this is what a Muslim has sent me, and this is what Islamic Studies is clearly saying. So the Islamic Studies website seems to be agreeing with what the Quran is saying and agreeing with what Gabs is saying so far. I don't know. You guys let me know.
Kalam, man. Damn, Kalam.
We laugh.
Heavy. That was heavy, Kalam. That was heavy, man. Damn.
You know,
what was it?
It was
Cast
heavy.
my divine reflection in Adam. Jeez. How are they gonna get around that, man? How are they gonna get around that? What gymnastic, what breakdancing trick are they gonna pull out this time, man?
Do you know what?
Allah
and I
put
can't
his
take
divine essence in Adam. Woo!
Exactly.
That sounds like shirk, man. Come on.
I can't take credit for that one. Okay, I'm gonna say straight up and down. I cannot take credit for that. That was a Muslim brother who actually sent me this. Okay, a Muslim sent me this from a Muslim website called Islamic Studies. Y'all seen the link? Okay, so if y'all want to see what I've just pulled up, y'all could just copy whatever that was in the what's that thing called? In that upper bar right there, that upper bar, copy it, see it for yourself. This is what Islamic Studies is saying. It's agreeing with what the Quran is saying, it's agreeing with the Tafsir is saying, and it's agreeing with Gabs, Kalam, who we got here, Dark, Phil, like all my brothers here are saying exactly the same thing. So I want to know, family, if you're Muslim right now and you're disagreeing with the Quran, the Tafsir, and Islamic Studies is saying, please provide your evidence, as to why you're saying something different. Because right about now, as Dark said, it seems as though we are the true Muslims right about now, We are the true Muslims. We're teaching you directly from your Quran. Directly from source. Everything else that you're saying is not coming from the source. We're coming straight from the speech, the words, the voice of Allah. We're coming straight from the speech and words of Allah.
Exactly.
Where are you coming from?
That's what I want to know. Mu'mineen, bring the dalil, man. Bring the dalil.
Bring the dalil.
I don't understand why.
Do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? Where's brother Saracen? Because I saw him doing all kinds of madness in the chat room. I need Saracen to get in his head because Saracen started saying go to some next chapter to read time. But we're dealing with that chapter. We don't mind going to that chapter where we want. With this chapter we're talking about now in the Quran, which is in the book. You know what I mean? And we need him to come on the panel. Don't be talking from the chat room. You know what I mean? Screaming from behind the fence. You know when there's a fight going on here, and then you got some person screaming inside the building, and the fight's inside.
Hold on.
To the fight, but don't be.
Hold on, family. Before we claim victory, okay? It's been brought to my attention that I didn't read the last bit, okay? I didn't read the last bit of it. So I don't want to claim victory prematurely, okay? Because it seems as though there's something else down here that I never read out, and I wouldn't want to, be someone who does something very shady. It says here, in this connection, one has to be on a strict guard against the notion that the possession of a part of any divine characteristics, okay, amounts to the possession of a part of Godhead. This is because Godhead is absolutely beyond the reach of each and every creation. So to make that make sense, if I may give my own understanding of this or my own exegesis of this, in this connection, one has to be on strict guard. So, all right, we've heard the above, okay? This is cautionary now. This is a caution now. The possession of a part of any divine characteristics, okay, so we may possess, some divine characteristics, but the possession of those divine characteristics does not amount to the possession of a part of Godhead, so although we possess certain divine characteristics from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do not get it twisted, you are not a God or share in the Godhead of Allah. This is because Godhead is absolutely beyond the reach of each and every creation. No problem. Just so we don't, get it twisted from the Islamic narrative, Don't definitely want to get it twisted from the Islamic narrative. Definitely want to give it its right.
Well, they added that little disclaimer to, keep the Muslims stuck in their box, you know what I mean? But we know what it's really saying,
No, but it's true though, certain things that Allah does, He is the Godhead. Like we can't take that away from Him. The source is the source. We cannot be the source. That everything depends upon us. Truly, we share in the source. We definitely do share in the source. Go ahead, King.
Yeah, but that, my brother Kalam, but we understood that. I understood that. That makes perfect sense because you're not going to be able to put yourself on the same level as God, where God in his full entity, in his full essence, is just full spirit. The moment he's now been downsized or minimized into a physical body, he's not in his full essence. So therefore, you can't put yourself. If the spirit now is in the human being, you can't put yourself on the same level as God, because obviously a physical body has limits. You see what I'm saying? Whereas God out the physical body don't have limits when he's in his full spirit. Do you understand that? So we understand that. That makes sense. But that's just a little side note. At the end of the day, we just want to know what is the spirit, what is the spirit that got put into Adam, regardless. Do you know what I mean? Being on the same level as God and we understand the breakdown science. But the main crust is inside of Adam, what got put inside him. Do you know what I mean? And that no one can refute that. You see what I'm saying? It's been proven there. It's in the books.
The divine characteristics is there. So you know what? I haven't been reading the comment section, so I'm going to scroll back up on the comment section, see what you guys are saying. Let's see what y'all saying, man. I don't know. If you guys want to join in, we're giving you guys the opportunity right now to join in. My Muslims, okay, join in. My Christians, okay, I see you, Pentecostal Christian, join in. All right. I always see this word, you know, Allah Azza wa Jal. Brother Simon Matthews, can you show me where the term Allah Azza wa Jal is actually in the Quran? I'm not saying it's not in the Quran. I just always see it being said over and over and over again. And I've never actually seen it in the Quran personally. So I would like to actually see a reference for this term. It's a side note. It's completely off topic. But anyways, let me read what you're saying. Honored Adam from all his creation, and to show his rank, the Creator commanded the angels and Iblis to prostrate to Adam. Pence once said everything blood, sperm. Too funny. Think about this, people. The history of the narrative of the Bible story tells is not inside Africa, but episodes in Kemet that can't be proven, and in Ethiopia, etc., bar that it's an Asian narrative. Okay, that's from Kofi Hesi Akut. Let me see what else you lot are saying up in here. Let me just make sure I get all of you guys. Sarah says, but Allah is nothing like his creation. With the eyes. Actually, you know what? Let me do it like this furthermore. Let me do it like this, because I hate reading stuff where you guys cannot see. I need y'all to share in my experience right about now. So, it says here, how can Adam have his characteristics but be nothing like him? Things that make you think. Jesus was white and the Jewish prophet Moses was black. You black men are twisted up. Okay. Let's see.
Wait, hold on. How can Jesus be white if he's an Israelite like Moses and Moses is black? That makes no sense.
Boy,
They're the same ethnic group, but one is white and one's black. What the hell? What's going on here?
You know, someone says here, anonymous again says, Kalam, ask Muhammad Tawheed on the subject on Guidance Avenue. You know what? Yeah, again, we're gonna start sticking it to these people. You know, so yeah, we should start asking Muhammad Tawheed. You know what? I think I'm going to stick by Muhammad Tawheed, yeah, from now onwards. Anytime he's doing dawah, yeah, I'll be the shaitan. I'll be like shaitan, just whispering in everybody's ears. But this time, it's not going to be the whispers of shaitan. It's going to be the whispers of Allah. It's going to be the kalim Allah, the words of Allah. Okay? That's what I'm going to do for you guys. I swear it to you.
The holy whispers, the holy whispers.
The holy whispers, you know. I'm going to do was. But those waswas or those whispers are going to be the words of Allah. Okay, wherever you lot are going to be saying some craps, yeah, to unknowing bystanders, and you're doing your propagation of nonsense dawah, okay, and you're lying to these people, okay, I'm going to be there to tell the truth, okay, and force you to tell the truth, okay, to your unsuspecting victims. That's what I'm going to do from now onwards. I promise it. I promise it to you, family. Don't worry. You'll see me in those videos. All right, King. What you saying? Oh, Gabs is gone. What you saying, family? Y'all jump in, man. Y'all jump in. I want to check the comment section a little bit more to see what else we got going on. So, Doc, if you want to say something, King.
Yeah, no, I want to hear the other brothers. Maybe Tawfiq jump in, man, or other brothers.
Yeah, I just want to say this word right quick before I hop in the barbecue, right? When these Muslims try to play word semantics and say that it's a difference between bowing, that well they say that it could have meant bowing, so on and so forth. They know and we know that the verse doesn't say bowing. That's for one. Number two, I don't know the hadith off the top of my head, but anyone can come behind me and follow it up. There was a particular incident during the time of the Prophet Muhammad, and if I'm not mistaken, one of his companions attempted to stand for him, when he entered among them as a sign of respect. But he forbade this particular companion from for standing for him out of respect. So logically, if he forbade this particular companion for standing for him, how much worse would it be if he were to prostrate to him? And we know that prostration is such the sujood, whichever one you prefer, is an act of worship, and worship is only for Allah. So if anybody can, touch upon that, any of the Muslims, please feel free to do so.
Yeah, I just like to add one small thing is, when the Muslims they're supposedly against idolatry, right? But we all see them bowing towards the cube in Mecca, right? What they call the Kaaba, it's cube in Arabic. Now, when the Hindu does it, or the Buddhist does it, or whoever does it, it's that's idolatry, that's haram. But the Muslims, they'll try to justify by saying, it's the Qibla, it's our direction. Us Muslims, we need to be united in order, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, you're bound to an inanimate object. You're bound to a cube in the middle of a desert. So again, it's just, my idolatry is haram, halal, but your idolatry is haram. Our thing is right, your thing is wrong, but it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Basically, when you break it down, bowing is bowing, and veneration is veneration. Simple as that. Yeah, anyone else can hop on.
Jeez. All right. Rich kid, you there, King?
Yeah, I'm here, Kalam.
All right. Talk to me, family. Talk to me. You know what? It's almost hitting 12 o'clock. It's almost hitting 12 o'clock. If it hasn't already hit 12 o'clock already.
I was just sitting
watching. I like my sleep.
I was just sitting and watching and listening. This conversation was, I think, the last time me and Gabs was on, we was talking about this Adam thing. We went into the story. So I'm kind of just listening to see. I didn't even know it was still going on. But it was a train of thought. But what I wanted to know is the article that you showed earlier, was that a primary article?
Yeah, the article. Earlier on, we showed various sources. We showed, let me just show it to everybody right now. So basically, we showed the Quran. Let me get the Quran first. So the Quran from various different translations. We got the Pickthall translation. Pickthall is actually, no, let me not go into much detail. Pickthall translation. We also showed the Sahih International translation. And then we also showed the Yusuf Ali translation. And of course, we went to Quran.com. Where is Quran.com? So we got Quran.com as well, which is also the Sahih International, where you can literally read the Arabic as well. Okay, so you can literally read the Arabic, where it's got the terms like sajada or sajidina. It's also got the terms of nafakh. It's also got the terms of ruhi in there as well. So we showed the primary source of both the Arabic Quran and then the translations from various different translators. And then after that, we actually showed the tafsir from Jalalain, and then also we showed something that a Muslim had sent in called from islamicstudies.info, and the link is up here basically, and we basically showed what they said about that particular chapter in the Quran and the notes that was attached to it as well. So we showed quite a lot of things. We showed directly from the Islamic sources themselves. We never diverged, no Orientalist or anything from our own mouth. We just showed straight facts, straight words of Allah.
That seemed like primary sources to me, but because what I asked, I think it was Ahmed and some other Muslims, me and Gabs was talking to them, I asked them, when Adam was created, was he created divine? And from what you've just showed, if Allah blew his breath into him, then obviously Adam was divine, and that's why the angels were told to prostrate to him. Am I correct?
It would seem so. I would say at first he was made from the dust of the clay or the skin of the earth, and that wasn't divine yet, and that didn't have any life yet. But until Allah breathed from his very own soul into Adam, that's when he became divine, and all the divine characteristics, or the divine characteristics then embodied him, and then he was divine. So yes,
I think Origen, one of the early church fathers, got called a heretic for that very same statement. But nevertheless, so Adam was created divine. So therefore, I know that they keep skipping out the word black mud. So therefore, I did ask Ahmed and a few Muslims if Adam was created black, and they agreed. So we don't want to hear no more of that nonsense. So therefore, if Adam was created black and he is divine, actually calling Gary a monkey and Sarah names, they're actually insulting the children of Allah. Is that correct?
That's facts, yeah. It's actually in the Quran. Let me bring it out. It says that he's made from black mud. But then sometimes I hear Muslims, they try to dance because they don't want the father of humanity to be a black man. So they say, oh, no, he was created from all muds, yellow mud, red mud, brown mud. So what was Adam? Was he a Skittles rainbow? Like, come on.
So are you
games,
that's
man.
when you have you have the words of Allah saying black mud, and then you have the words of men.
Of the sheikh, yeah, the ulama, sheikh, teachers, yeah.
Men, or the words of shayateen. Okay.
Yep.
Red, white, black, all sorts, all sorts of colors. But we ask the question: where in the Quran does it say all those multicolored, rainbowed things? Does it say anywhere in the Quran? No. So what does the Quran say? What does Allah say? Surely Allah has the last word, right? And Allah says hamam. Okay, He says black, 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 black mud. So I wonder, when people quote those things, we simply have to ask, are you following the words of Allah or the words of men? Are you following the words of Allah or your own desires? Are you following the words of Allah or the words of the shayateen? Let us know.
Indeed.
Go ahead, King.
One more question, Kalam. You might can answer this for me. I'm learning. Does the Quran mention Sirius at all in the book?
Yes, it says that Allah is the Lord of Sirius in the Quran.
Okay. Thanks.
You didn't want to drop any more jewels on that?
No, well, it seems Egyptian to me that, they built the pyramids to that star system. And I think, quote me if I'm not wrong, that the Muslims pray when that star is rising. Is that true? Not prayer when it's when they have their it's not Eid. Is it Eid I'm thinking of?
It's Ramadan. I think it's Ramadan. Yeah, you're talking about
Ramadan.
I would say, yeah. I would say. I don't want to talk on that. That's some secrets right there.
Okay.
I would say, back in the day, ancient Egypt used to do certain rituals around that time that birthed the new year for the ancient Egyptians. It also births the new year for the Egyptians of today and the Ethiopians as well. And it seems as though that it also birthed a type of new year, or show the time of fasting of Ramadan. The hottest month. Ramadan literally means the burning month, basically, or to be burning, basically. And it seems as though it used to be the original indicator of when the time of Ramadan would have started, or not started. It showed a certain point within inside of Ramadan where the floodings or the waters will start to actually appear. If you go back and read the old Islamic tales, it will tell you that the Kaaba always used to get flooded just after the Ramadan period. And it seems as though when you do a little bit more research, that the night of power, okay, or the night of Qadr, that they call it basically, which is in the last 10 days of Ramadan, there was a spotting of a particular star, and that seemed to indicate that there was some type of serious relation, or serious as in the star system, serious relationship, when it sparked off a certain time frame, a certain certain energies were projected onto the earth, which caused the flooding itself. So, but that's something else. Most Muslims, I would say, don't know about this because it no longer corresponds. You know, the whole spotting of Sirius no longer corresponds with the month of Ramadan. Why is that? Because they moved from a lunar solar calendar, which is the whole 365 days of the year, to simply a lunar calendar, which I believe it's 350. I can't remember, roughly around 300 and something days. So basically, they're losing out every single year. You'll find that Ramadan kind of moves 11 days backwards throughout the year, basically. So they're losing a certain amount of time. So I would say it no longer corresponds, but it seems as though in ancient times, before Nasir, or the postponement of the intercalators took place, they used to pray, and Sirius was a very integral part of the pre-Islamic religion and the early Islamic religion. So
just to touch on that, Kalam,
go ahead, King.
I have a cousin who's like a female cousin. She was born and raised in Saudi Arabia, right? And she told me something weird when I was young. She's like, yeah, my birthday changes like every year. It goes like up and down a couple of weeks, and sometimes like after a few years, it's a whole different month, because they follow, you know, a different calendar in Saudi Arabia. So that's just interesting, you know?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know, they've changed it up a little bit. They've changed it up. But what you saying, Rich Kid? What you saying, man? Drop some gems for us, King. I've been meaning for you to come on here to drop some gems.
Yeah, my man Gabs is here. Big up, Gabs. You cool?
Yes, Rich. You saying, so? Yeah, you said that night, innit, when the medicine was out in full effect, didn't it?
Yeah, all the Muslims ran away and everything. No, on a serious note, and I know it's kind of changing the subject, I do feel what is going on with Sarah is not right. I used to go Hyde Park like 10, 11 years ago, before cameras and this and that. I would ask the Muslims the same question. Maybe Sarah is a bit more direct than I am, but I do feel that threat on his life, when I heard that I don't even know Sarah, but I'm like, that's not really going to happen. And I think if we're going to have discussions, I mean, if you're saying that you've got the truth and Allah is the truth, or Jesus is the truth, then to me, you shouldn't be running from questions. You should be educating me. I mean, make me learn. Don't take it as an insult. If someone insults Egypt, I'm not going to go, oh my God, you just said this about Asar. We can't debate like that anymore with philosophers. So I think that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. That's a big point there, man. It's a big point. If you say you have the truth, you're not gonna go and go on a rampage and start threatening someone. Like, you know what I mean? If I know that 1 + 1 is 2, and somebody else is asking me a question about it, and I know that it's true, and why am I now gonna go and run and say, listen, it's 1 + 1 is 2, you know? And just because they said no, it's 4, I'm gonna try and say, listen, I'm gonna end up killing you, you're insulting me. Doesn't make no damn sense, you know what I mean?
Doesn't make no sense.
Yeah, it don't make sense. But to go back into the topic, because I keep seeing Saracen keeps on crying, you know what I mean? He keeps crying, saying, go to this surah that he wants us to go to. He's talking about going to some verse. So what's this verse that Saracen wants us to go to?
I brought it up. I don't know why he's not actually coming onto the channel itself. Let me quickly. Yeah, come on the channel, King. Come on. I don't understand.
Maybe he doesn't want to get hot today, man.
Let me mute. So what I'm going to do, okay, Saracen, I'm actually going to read it out. Okay, I'm going to share my screen, and I want you to explain exactly what you want us to get out from this. Okay. So right here, I'm sharing my screen. Let me make sure it's locked onto my screen. Here we go. All right. Surah 7. This is Al-Araf, and it says here, verse 72, and mentioned when your Lord took from the children of Adam. Okay. So took from the children of Adam from their loins. Okay. From their loins, their descendants. Okay. So the children of Adam from their loins, their descendants, and made them testify of themselves, am I not your Lord? They said, yes, we have testified. Lest you should say on the day of resurrection, indeed, we were of this unaware. Okay. So, now I have to ask you, my brother, Saracen, now explain why we just brought up this verse. and let me know so I can understand. Because I understand what the verse says, but I want to understand why you asked us to bring up this particular verse and what it means to you. Okay? See, we're here. We're never going to run away from you. So anytime you lot got questions and want to bring up some information, we're not of those people who are like other people that we know who are the true kafiruns, okay? Those people who want to hide, conceal, and never disclose the truth, okay? So if you bring us something, we're definitely going to put it on the screen so the whole world can see, okay? We're going to put it on the screen for the whole world to see. So let us hear what you have to say about this now.
Brother Kalam, I think there's a mix-up. I can see something. So Sarenson says, okay, that verse was prior to the spirit. And then someone underneath said, he said 172, not verse 72. So I don't understand what's going on here. Sarenson, is that the verse that you wanted us to read? I'm confused because this is why Saracen needs to come on the panel. I don't understand why he's in the chat. Get in the panel, man. You know what I mean? How can we be having dialogue with a brother that's in the chat room?
Yeah, man. Why you running, Saracen? Get in here, man. Step in the lines then.
But real quickly, yes, it is. He says, somebody says here, African Silverback said, he said 172, not verse 72. It is actually, it was 172 that we just read out. Okay, that was prior to the spirit. Prior to what spirit? It could never have been prior to Adam's spirit. Should we tell you why it could never be prior to Adam's spirit? Okay, should we explain to you why it isn't? Sometimes, yeah.
Bro.
Like, again, I always say this, yeah. Like, just because you guys claim your prophet was illiterate, it is that is no reason why you, in the year of 2017, you lot are grown-ass men, dog, to be illiterate. You should not be illiterate. Literally, I have a child, okay? He was reading at the age of 1 year old, and even before that. He's 2 years old, reading clean, clear, proper, free. Like, even now, like, he's 5 years old. I'm even scared because anytime I've got something up on my laptop or my phone, this youth is just reading it prim, pram, and proper. As soon as I'm ringing Gabs, you love Gabs, don't you? Medicine man. That's all he says. Like, he can read, okay? Like a little 5-year-old could read. So I want to know, what is the problem that you guys cannot read and understand and comprehend certain things? So I'm gonna bring up this verse here for you guys again. So there it is, okay? And it says here, and when your Lord took from the children of Adam, okay? So again, the children of Adam. Not Adam, but the children of Adam.
No, Saracen.
The spirit was breathed into Adam, not the children of. This wasn't talking about previously in that other verse. We wasn't talking about the children of Adam. We were talking about Adam from their loins. Okay, you know, you lot talk about there's the different creation of men because one is from sperm, which is talking about Adam's children, and the other one is from clay. We was talking about the clay creation when Adam was first created and given the breath. The breath was breathed into Adam, right? Is that not correct? All right. Other places also talks about the breath being breathed into other people as well, but that's another story. From their loins, their descendants, and made them testify of themselves, saying to them, am I not your Lord? They said, yes, we have testified. Let's blah, 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 blah. So I don't understand what you're trying to say to me, fam, because we could just bring up the verse again in the other one. And it says here, when your Lord said to the angels, indeed, I'm going to create a human being from clay. Who was this human being he created from clay? Adam. And it says here, this is in, Surah Al-Sad. Let me just make sure. Why does it look like this? Anyways, and it says here, so when I have proportioned him and breathed into him of my soul, then fall down to him in prostration. Okay? Two different time periods, my brother. And I don't even know what the point you was trying to make in the first place. Okay, this time period here is talking about the creation of Adam and Adam receiving the soul of Allah breathed into him. The other time period is talking about the children of Adam. Okay, and I don't even know what the point you was trying to make in the first place.
1 sec, no, you notice, Kalam, how they put created in brackets? That's not in the Arabic. You see that?
Yeah, we know.
I know
they that in there, you know.
Bro, listen, yeah, these translators are very slick. If people don't understand the the meaning of parenthesis,
yeah.
If people don't understand the meaning of parenthesis, your parenthesis is those little brackets, okay, that you see. Yeah, those little brackets at either end with writing in the middle. It literally means whatever is inserted in here does not exist in the text. We see it enough times, like in Surah An-Nisa, what's the chapter 4, verse 152. I believe it's 152, when it talks about Jesus being not being killed or crucified. And then in there, they try to insert that somebody else was made to look in the image of Jesus. And you're like, but wait, but the back foot, where is that? That's not in there. That's not in there at all. Where did you get that from? So be careful, you know, because these translators will be very tricky with you. And if you're ignorant and you don't understand grammar, if you never actually graduated from school with English intact, or went into A levels and done your English, yeah, you may just get bamboozled. Please don't get bamboozled. Learn to read. The very first command that was given in the Quran for Muhammad and the Muslims to do was what? Ikra, to read. Okay? Read. Seek ye knowledge from the cradle to the grave. That's all I'm asking you guys to do. Start reading, comprehending, and understanding. Okay? Just because you claim your prophet was illiterate, it is no reason for you to be illiterate in the year 2017. Stop it. Stop it.
Keyword claim. They claim, you know. Keyword.
Claim. That's the keyword right there. Because Gabs, I know you got the medicine for that. I know I've had the medicine for that for the last 5 years plus. I've had the medicine for that. But I always keep quiet. You know them ways there. I keep quiet. Because, you know, when you show your hand too much, you become too much of a freak. So I keep quiet.
Trust me. I just want to ask something to Saracen, yeah, because I'm still confused on what his point was. But Saracen, this is a question to you, bro. I just wanted to know, Saracen, yeah. The question we was dealing with, yeah, is the verse that we mentioned from the get-go about Allah saying he breathed his spirit into Adam. Now, my question to you, Saracen, is do you have an issue with that verse in the Quran? That's what I want to know. Because that's what we're talking about. There's no point taking us to other verses. Let's deal with this verse here. Do you have an issue? Do you accept what's happening there? Are we making things up? Are we reading it wrong? Just that verse there. That verse there where Allah says, I have put my spirit into Adam. Yeah? Do you have an issue with that? That's what I want to know, Brother Saracen. Yeah? That's what I want to know. Dealing with that verse, because now it's like we're doing a lot of hopscotch. Do you know what I mean? Hopscotch and double dutch. You know what I mean? People are shuffling over the place. Let's just deal with the verse at hand and Adam's spirit. Let's not talk about loins and children of Adam and all that. Let's talk about how Adam got his spirit. One more time, Saracen. Do you agree or do you not agree? Yeah, with the verse about Allah saying he put his spirit into Adam. Oh, hold on. Can you not just see what Saracen just said? Someone read it out, please, because it's so. Can someone read it out, please?
Spirit is not literal. Is it spiritual? Spirit is not literal. It's figurative. I'm not a Zahari. I follow the Maturidi Ashari school.
Here we go. So we ran away.
You're right. So Allah's figurative too.
See what I'm saying?
Everything's figurative.
So figurative now. So now what? So now what do we do? What do we do now, Saracen? It's figurative. So what do we do?
It's figurative, you know. It's all figurative. Hell is figurative, you know. Heaven's figurative. It's playing games, man.
Someone who's this? Ace Fizzy keeps saying, Gabs, verse 172. Islam teaches that before human race, God took our spirits from Adam's loins. Adam's soul was created. So, is that true? 172.
We just read it out. That is so backwards, bruv. How can the souls of man be? What is he saying? The souls of men were created. How can it be created before Adam was? How can it be created if it was? Bruv, it's just madness. It's a nonsense.
Let's read it again because I want to hit.
I don't understand Saracen's point because Gabs asked a very direct question. Yeah, do you agree with the verse? Yeah, we don't want to know your interpretation.
Yeah,
we don't want to. You know what I'm saying? That's what people are giving. They're giving what their interpretation of the verse is. That's all right. If you think the spirit's figurative, that's okay. But do you agree that the Quran says that Allah breathed his spirit into man? That's all we want to know. Is it yes or no?
Yes or no? Saracen, yes or no, bro? That's it. Respect. I'm glad you see. This is why I love my brother. Respect there, you know. He don't care, fam. He not letting no one run. He said, no. Let's get back to the point. Are you saying you agree yes or you don't agree no with what the Quran is saying? That's it.
Yeah,
So,
and
brother,
until he answers
ask
gaps,
him.
can I add one thing
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, there's a comment, right? Someone wrote a comment. See, when Muslims are desperate, they just throw out every nonsensical argument they can, right? Hey, Jaffer, mute your mic, man.
Hold on, do that snoring.
Yeah, Jaffer. Yeah, anyways, so when Muslims are desperate, they throw out any stupid argument that they can, right? So you got a guy in the chat. His name is Abdul. Yeah, mute your mic, bro. His name is Abdul Malik Al-Hindi, right? He said all non-Arabic speakers trying to give explanation to the Quran, LOL, translation, but explanation, funny show. So what this guy is proven, and I've heard this many times, clear, any Muslim who brings this out, they're basically saying that their God is not universal. Only Arabic speakers can know that Islam is the truth, and Allah is really an Arab God, and he only speaks one language, Arabic. That's why Muslims have to pray in Arabic. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even a Christian, but when the Christian comes to me, when the Christian comes to me, yeah, like, I'm not even a Christian, but I'll give them this, yeah. When a Christian says our God's universal, he speaks all languages, so you can pray in any language. That makes sense to me. I'm not even a Christian, but I'll give them that. That makes sense. But the Muslims, only the Quran is only true in Arabic. All other, like I seen even the debate with Kalam, when the one he had with Mansour, when Mansour hopped out, he slid it out in 5 minutes, and that big guy came up. In the end, you notice what he threw out. He's like, you're reading translations, and every translation is an interpretation. You got to read it in Arabic. So they're showing us that Allah is an Arab God, and we all must know. Only Arabs know the true Islam. All of us, we have to. You know what I mean?
You're saying it wrong, because Christians also say you need to know the Hebrew or the Greek.
No, they only say if you want to dig deep, but they don't say you have to pray in Hebrew and Greek. They don't say their God only speaks Hebrew and Greek. Right? Nah, brother, that's a lie. No, you're lying. Come on, be real.
You did not say that. You just said that Christians have universal, but that's not true. Because if you really want to know about Christianity,
do I have to pray in Greek if I convert to Christianity? Do I have to pray in Greek?
It doesn't matter, but
it don't matter. Christian, listen, so hold on. Has any Christian ever said the New Testament is only true in Greek? I've never heard that in my life, but Muslims have always said, not all Muslims, but many Muslims have said the Arabic Quran is the true Quran, and the English versions and French and Spanish.
So you're saying that the real Christian Bible and the Torah.
Bro, we're not playing real Christian, fake Christian. Stop playing those games. That's stupid games. Real Muslim, real Slim Shady, fake Slim Shady. Come on, bro. You Muslims bring in weak arguments. We must learn Arabic to know if Islam is true. Then just say your God's an Arab God, bro. It's simple as that. Just say Allah only speaks Arabic. He's dumb. He doesn't know English.
What does it mean by you Muslims? What does that mean, you Muslims?
So the Muslims who say that, just say your God's an Arab God and he only knows one language. He's illiterate. He's dumb, right? Just say that.
He didn't say he's an Arab God. Did you say he was an Arab God?
Bro, that's what you're basically saying when you say that only the Arabic Quran is true, and we can almost learn Arabic.
That a lot of Muslims will tell you that in order to understand the Quran fully, you need to know Arabic. Yeah,
that's what every.
No, some are not even saying fully. Like some are saying.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
One minute. Yeah, no, I'm not saying all Muslims. The Muslims are.
Go ahead.
They know there's true Muslims. But I'm just saying that there's Muslims at the park that will tell you need to learn Arabic. I know you're making the comparison of Christianity, but you won't ever find a Christian, that says that in order for you to actually understand the Bible, you need to speak Hebrew. You understand? So your average Christian in this country speaks English, and they read the Bible in English, and they get their interpretation from English, and they're not told by the pastor in the church or the scholars that they need to learn Hebrew to actually understand the interpretation. Whereas the difference with Islam is anytime that we're trying to understand these stuff like this and breaking down certain things, we're told that by certain people, not all Muslims, that we need to learn Arabic to have a full understanding, and that would actually make Allah only an Arab, a God that is accessible to people that speak Arabic.
I totally understand what you're saying. When you're saying that you have to know Arabic to understand the actual meaning of what Allah's saying, which that's totally fine. But the thing is that when you say that, Christians don't need the Greek or the Hebrew text to know about Christianity. You know what? I I beg to differ. The people that go to church don't need to, but the priests, the pastors that actually learn the Bible, they actually do go and learn the Greek and the Hebrew, and they study it with that. And that's why some of them become atheists, some of them become Muslims, some of them leave Christianity because they question the words that are translated from the Hebrew and Greek to the Bible that doesn't make sense. Just like how he's
so what's
saying
your
that.
point, though? You're going in circles. What's the point?
Well, you're saying that. Well, you're bringing up Islam so much. You know, I'm sure you're
No,
ex-Muslim.
I brought up. Listen, I brought up a guy in the comment section. Yeah, listen clearly, man.
No, but you
I
said
brought up a
you
guy.
Muslims.
Listen
But you
clearly.
said
Listen
you
clearly, my
Muslims.
friend. You were snoring 5 minutes ago. Hold on.
No, I was just snoring.
There's a
I have
guy.
allergies because we have hurricanes.
Okay. No problem. No problem. There's a guy in the comment section. Let me break it down for you. Simple. There's a guy in the comment section who said all non-Arabic speakers trying to break down the Islam, but they're only listening to explanations. That's what he said, right? I'm paraphrasing. So I was showing how stupid of an argument that is, because if Allah is the Almighty and He's the God of the universe and He created all human beings, that means He created all languages and He knows all languages. So we should be able to read His words in all languages and get the understanding. Doesn't mean we all now have to become Arabs, culturally Arabs, and adopt Arabic names, and we have to adopt the Arabic language. And look, bro, I'm an ex-Muslim, bro. I know this, right? Islam clearly is Arab supremacy. There's no doubt about that. Everyone who knows even anything about anything will be able to see this clearly, yeah?
I'm Indian, right? I'm from India.
Yeah, that's all right. You can be Indian, Chinese. It doesn't matter.
I don't know Arabic. I know how to read Arabic. I don't know Arabic. I'll read the translation, which is fine. And if I don't understand something, I'll go to a scholar or somebody that knows more about the verse, and I'll ask him, what does this actually mean? Now, when you're saying that, you know,
but you shouldn't even do that. You should be a free thinker, and you should look it up yourself. You have intelligence. You have a brain. You can read tough
I do look up the hadith.
What you're supposed to do is be independent. Because listen, if you go to a sheikh or imam, he can just tell you what you want to hear. He can just tell you what he thinks, what's not actually what Islam's telling you. You know what I mean? And that's what me and Kalam were saying the whole time. There's an Islam, which is the historical Islam in the books, and there's the Islam that men learns from men, and it's deceiving, it's lies. You know what I mean? Your sheikh can tell you whatever he wants. He can tell you his version of Islam he has in his head, not actually what's in the Quran and the Hadiths and the Sirah and the Tafsir and all of that. You see what I'm saying? So you need to step your game up, brother, and you know what I mean? Be independent and be a free thinker and be skeptic. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, yeah, it's good to ask questions. I'm not saying that you shouldn't ask questions, but I mean, stepping my game up and this and that. I mean, nobody's all educated about religion. I mean, you're an ex-Muslim. A lot of these people that are talking about Islam, they're not even Muslim. So, I mean, where
you don't need to be Muslim to talk about Islam. How many Muslims talk about Christianity and Judaism? Come on, bro, don't be a hypocrite.
I don't even talk.
Bro, I can show you thousands of videos where Muslims love to talk about everything under the sun other than Islam.
I don't judge people's religion, you know, because I believe all religion is pure.
Okay, that's cool. That's
people
cool.
corrupt the religion. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I'm not a religious guy. I DJ. You know, but you know, I like to learn about other people's religion. I don't like learning negative things about people's religion. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
all right.
That's why I keep hearing negative things. You know, I know you don't like Islam because of maybe personal issues or personal reasons or what you read, but you know, you can't say that the religion itself is just evil. No religion is evil. It's people that corrupt the religion make it evil.
Well, you can say that. I think that's very naive, but you can say that. All right, you know, that's your.
No, it is. What can be naive about that? I mean, I see Christianity, any religion you read, they talk about peace, but you know, it's the people that don't make the peace. You know, so I just think that, you know, it's kind of hypocritical that you're talking about a religion, but then you're saying Christianity is universal when it's not either.
No. You missed the point. The thing is, I said I didn't say I agree with Christianity. That's not what I said, right? What I said was one point I'll give to the Christians that makes sense. That's logical, right? That if the Christian God was the true God or whatever, and you know the Bible is the word of God, whatever, right? For argument's sake, I understand the logic in our God is universal, His book is universal, and you know we can spread it every.
So in Islam, you don't see black, white, yellow Muslims in Islam.
Okay.
Only 30%. Only 30% Muslims are in the Middle East. The rest 70 are around the world. So how does that make it an Arab religion?
All right, we're going quite off topic.
We're going somewhere else. All right.
Yeah, we're going quite off topic. Just ask you guys to keep your mics muted. I actually want to shut down real soon, like ASAP Rocky. Okay, I'm trying to shut down ASAP Rocky. what I was gonna say, I hear what Brother Dark is definitely saying, because indeed, personally, as reading the Quran, it seems as though, Muhammad was sent to the Ummi, the Arabs at the time, speaking the Arabic language, and the Quran, as it says in the Quran. This Quran is an Arabic Quran. It's written in clear speech of the Arabs. So one could clearly assume that it definitely is an Arabic religion in that sense. And if you guys keep saying that you have to read the Quran in Arabic, then clearly it kind of shows that this religion is the religion of the Arabs. You're just trying to make it universal now, but
not only that, Kalam, check this out. Yeah, can I say one point? Imagine, you have people all around the world, right, who don't even know a lick of Arabic, yeah? And they're praying. When in the prayer, they're reading, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin. And he asked them, after they finish that, right? Anyone can do this experiment. I've done this, yeah? Just go to any Muslim, yeah? And ask them, Al-Fatiha, the first surah, they probably read it thousands of times. And let's say they speak English, they're in the West. Can you translate it in English? And they'll just be like, huh? That's right? They have no idea, man, but they've been reading this thousands and thousands and thousands of times their whole life.
I'm not sure where you've been, man.
You know what I mean?
USA, almost everybody knows. I mean, my nephews do hifs here. And we're from the US. Born and raised.
Well, that's cool. I'm bringing out the average Muslim. So I know some Muslims.
But
they
that's
might.
Not average. Maybe you might.
No,
you might want to stay around your area.
The majority. No. I would say the majority of Muslims around the world. They don't know. They don't know what the hell. No, bro. I know you're lying, bro. You're being naive. The majority of them, I would say, they don't know. They don't know. Listen. They don't know the translation in their own native tongue. They've just used to reading in Arabic their whole life.
Nah, bro. That's not true at
all.
Yeah,
bro. Trust me. Yeah, bro.
Okay. All right. We're not gonna have that.
You're
So go ahead, Gabs.
man.
Keep your mics muted, please. Go ahead.
I know we went quay off target, yeah. Quay off target. I did manage to catch. I still remember what you said. I managed to catch you, Saracen. Don't think we forgot about you, baby. Yeah, I caught what you said. So the brother Saracen said this, yeah, and I'm quoting. He said he believes everything that is written in the Quran, but what he doesn't agree with is people with no Islamic credentials talking on it. Hello. That was what his word was.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to close down the show right now, So I don't know if you guys got any last things to say. Before I close down the show, please speak.
Yep. I would like to first read something from my